Oh, thank you, Farida. Thank you for the compliment. It's a wonderful compliment. Very excellent.
Yeah, it's excellent.
So, what are you doing today?
I didn't want to be around you. That wasn't my plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. I have some men, they're like, oh, we can offer you this much money. Be our sugar baby. And you just reminded me of that bullshit.
If you ever want to give her
With
up,
your
or if she needs a
stupid
new home, or
photo
if
over
something
there.
should happen to you, I'd love to be her papa. Whatever happened to me? They sell portable triage units. They don't. I'm gonna get you to safety. Deep breath.
So you want to say anything more
Hey! Why are we stopping? Just catching my breath. What are your legs on vacation? You're dead weight. Just because I realized we all have problems. Listen.
because that's not you. That's what you wish.
The test is simple.
That's not.
Remove your hand from the box.
I don't think so.
And you die. What's in the box? Pain. Silence. It's the only war spreading across the universe like unquenchable fire. The war of your religion that raised me trees, banner in my father's name. Fanatical legions worshipping with the shrine of my father's skull. A war in my name! Everyone shouting my name! Consider what you're about to do, Golden Train is silence! Millions of corpses scattered across the galaxy. We gave them something to hope for. That's not hope! All dying because of me. Because you lose control. What game? Show yourself! Because I gave it.
You fight when a necessity arises, no matter the move. You fight!
We need you. We need the listener guide to lead our people.
You know what I think of all that, Storgar?
I don't care what you believe. I believe.
They worship you now.
You need to be a prophet to see what's ahead. The path leads to war. What will you do when you feel its breath upon your neck?
Do you often dream things that happen just as you dream them?
The Emperor sent us to this place. And my father came. Not for spice. Not for the riches. But for the strength of your people. My road leads into the desert. I can see it.
The visions are clear now. I see possible futures all at once.
You don't believe in the Lisan al-Gaib?
We believe in Fremen.
I must slay the non-believers.
You want to control people? You tell them the Messiah will come.
If they follow me, we can disrupt space production. That's the only way I can get to the Emperor.
My father didn't believe in revenge.
Hell, I do. Take my life, Usurant. It is the only way.
I'm pointing the way!
I do see a way. There is a narrow way through.
Your desert boots are fitted slip fashion at the ankles. Who taught you to do that?
Seeing the right way. Do not stain your hands on this animal. Let me deal with him. It's my burden. Great.
Who taught you to fight like that?
My old masters. They were close friends.
They were massacred alongside my father. Don't try to impress anyone. You're brave, we all know that. So he's an eye. Why does he take such risks?
sacrifice an entire bloodline.
And I was right to do it.
The Kwisatz Haderach is a form of power that our world has not yet seen. The ultimate power.
If I'm not bad,
For 90 generations, we have supervised House Atreides.
not what? The future of House Atreides.
They were promising, but they were becoming dangerously defiant. Their bloodline had to be terminated.
Your father was a weak man.
He does not speak or act like a weakling. Nor did he get further.
A great man doesn't seek to lead. He's called to it. And he answers.
We are House Atreides. There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray.
I found my own way to it. Maybe you'll find yours.
Father, I found my way.
And if your answer is no,
This is my father's ducal signet.
I am Paul Atreides, son of Leto Atreides, Duke of Arrakis.
you'll still be the only thing I ever needed you to be. My son.
I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis.
You have to answer for my father. He can destroy a thing, has the real control of it. Recognize your footsteps, old man. May thy knife chip and shatter. May thy knife chip and shatter.
This is none of your business.
Ramon Harkonnen himself killed my family. Give me this scar to remember you by.
I recognize your footsteps. Oh, man. I told you by your footsteps, Greyhound.
This is all of my business. For my Duke.
Great houses means you refuse to honor your ascendants.
What is happening? Your brother attacks the great houses. The holy war begins.
He's not Atreides.
We awaited your orders, Son Marguerite.
Lead them to paradise.
The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain. Silence.
It's the holy war spreading across the universe like unquenchable fire. A warrior religion that waves to retrieve his banner in my father's name. Fanatical legions worshiping at the shrine of my father's skull. A war in my name! Everyone shouting my name!
Consider what you're about to do, Paul Atreides.
Silence! Millions of corpses scattered across the galaxy.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not wrong! They'll die because of me. Because you lose control.
What game? Show yourself!
Because I gain it.
Fight when the necessity arises, no matter the move. Now fight!
We need you. We need the listen Marguerite to lead our people.
You know what I think of all that, Stonegard?
I don't care what you believe. I believe.
So I didn't look at you. I worship you now.
You need to be a prophet to see what's ahead.
The path leads to war. And we do, and you feel its breath upon you.
Do you often dream things that happen just as you dream them?
The Emperor sent us to this place. my father came, not for spice, not for the riches, but for the strength of your people. My road leads into the desert. I can see it.
The visions are clear now. I see possible futures all at once.
You don't believe in the Lisano guy?
We believe in Fremen.
I must sway the non-believers.
You want to control people? You tell them a Messiah will come.
If they follow me, we can disrupt spice production. That's the only way I can get to the Emperor.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
Hell, I do.
Taking my life was your answer. He's the only way.
I pointed the way! I do see a way. There is a narrow way through.
Your desert boots are fitted slip fashion at the ankles. Who taught you to do that?
Seemed the right way.
Do not stain your hands on this animal. Let me deal with him. It's my burden, Gurney.
Who taught you to fight like that?
My old masters.
They were close friends. They were massacred alongside my father.
Okay, welcome to The Army is Deploying to Lebanon. This is your good friend, Adrian Dittman. Welcome, Dr. Wesley. Welcome to the room. Mazel tov and l'chaim. Hello? Wesley, are you here? We've been listening to Paul Atreides from the movie Dune. I'm tempted to go to the movie theater and watch the second one on someday. Okay, I'm going to read from the Book of the Law. Where's my phone?
Don't try to impress anyone. You're brave, we all know that. So and I.
Why does he take such risks?
Muad'Dib leads the way. He told him
So that thy light is in me, and its red flame is as a sword in my hand to push thy order. There is a secret door that I shall make to establish thy way in all the quarters. These are the adorations as thou hast written, as it is said. The light is mine, its rays consume me. I have made a secret door into the house of Ra and Tum, of Kefra and of Ahathor. I am thy Theban Omentu, the prophet Ankh af Na Konsu. By best Namaut, my breast I beat, by wise Tanik I weave my spell. Show thy star splendor, O Nuit. Bid me within thine house to dwell, O winged snake of light, had it abide with me. So that thy light is in me, and its red flame is as a sword in my hand to push thy order. There is a secret door that I shall make to establish thy way in all the quarters. These are the adorations as thou hast written, as it is said. The light is mine, its rays consume me. I have made a secret door into the house of Ra and Tum, of Kefra and of Ahathor. I am thy Theban Omentu, the prophet Ankh af Na Konsu. I best them out, my breast I beat, by wise Tanik I weave Oh, fuck. The Phoenix has arrived! Merlin! Where are you, Merlin? Merlin, I need your help! Merlin!
Oh my god. Are you having a wonderful time?
Huh?
Are you having a wonderful time?
Yeah, I'm having fun over here. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just took a nap.
Nice. Yeah, I took a nap yesterday. It was so nice.
Yeah. Weird dreams.
Yeah, I don't really have dreams anymore. I don't really I can't remember the last time I remembered a dream.
Oh, you don't have dreams anymore?
I smoke a lot of weed, cannabis, and I've heard that cannabis prevents you from remembering your dreams.
Oh, yeah,
Because yeah.
I dreamt of Mark Zuckerberg. I found him in IKEA and he offered me food and we went to the restaurant and he bought a lot of oily food and then I had acid reflux.
Wow. Okay, so the name of this room is called Magic Merlin Laws and Lies. What do you think this room deals with?
Okay, magic. Magic, I know magic. Marlon, I don't know who is she. Laws, I know laws. And lies, yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna read to you from a book. It's called The Book of the Law by Aleister Crowley. But this is just like a theatrical performance. I create content. I put all this on YouTube, so feel free to leave if you get bored with it. I'm literally like recording this so I can publish it on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. So I hope you enjoy my performance. It's gonna last probably 10 minutes. And I might, well, let's see if I can do that actually.
Hope you will enjoy.
Okay, thanks. Let me see here. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, so I do all this in 60-second intervals. Okay. Okay, here we go. Democracy dawdlers. Wait, I fucked that up.
That was cool.
It's not dawdlers, it's daughters. Okay, I'm gonna read this. It's 2 pages. Here we go. Democracy daughters, ferocious fascism, cackling communism, equally frauds, cavort crazily all over the globe. They are hemming us in. They are abortive births of the child, the new eon of Horus. Liberty stirs once more in the womb of time. Evolution makes its changes by anti-socialistic ways. The abnormal man who foresees the trend of the times and adapts circumstances intelligently is laughed at, persecuted, often destroyed by the herd, but he and his heirs, when the crisis comes, are survivors. Democracy daughters, ferocious fascism, cackling communism, equally frauds, cavort crazily all over the globe. They are hemming us in. They are abortive births of the child, the new eon of Horus. Liberty stirs once more in the womb of time. Okay, that's the first paragraph of the introduction. Fuck. Can't even do it. Damn it. Too many strikes. Due to community guideline strikes, you cannot upload videos. Damn. I wasted all my ammunition. I have no more ammunition. I might. I do, probably. It's just not as good a quality. Yeah. Does this work? Listen to this. I recorded this last night at the Democratic National Committee. Holy shit, did they delete me? Oh no, it worked. This looks good. I won't play any of it. Okay, let me see. How many do we do? 3, 6, 7. Okay. Democracy daughters, ferocious fascism, cackling communists, equally frauds, cavort crazily all over the globe. They are hemming us in. They are abortive births of the child, the new eon of Horus. Liberty stirs once more in the womb of time. Evolution makes its changes by anti-socialistic ways. The abnormal man who foresees the trend of the times and adapts circumstance intelligently is laughed at, persecuted, often destroyed by the herd. But he and his heirs, when the crisis comes, are survivors. Democracy dodgers ferocious fascism. Okay, so we're going to title that Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, DNC speech 8.20.24 Adrian Dittman news at Adrian Dittman.
If I'm from the United States, I will vote for Bernie Sanders.
He's not running for office. He's already a senator.
That's sad.
He's a senator.
Yeah, but I think he deserves to be like the most important person.
Why? Because he's a communist socialist?
No, because if someone can actually criticize his own people, I think that is a really good thing. It's courageous.
Not really.
Actually, Muslims like self-criticism. That's why we are behind.
Cackling communists, equally frauds, cavort crazily all over the globe. They are hemming us in. They are abortive births of the child. The new Eon of Horus. Liberty stirs once more in the womb of time. Evolution makes its changes by anti-socialistic ways. The abnormal man who foresees the trend of the times and adapts circumstance intelligently is laughed at, persecuted, often destroyed by the herd. But he and his heirs, when the crisis comes, are survivors. Okay, this is part 2. Above us today hangs a danger, yet paralleled in history. We suppress the individual in more and more ways. We think in terms of the herd. War no longer kills soldiers. It kills all indiscriminately. Every new measure of the most democratic and autocratic governments is communistic in essence. It is always restriction. We are all treated as imbecile children. Dora, the shop acts, the motoring laws, Sunday suffocation, the censorship. They won't trust us to cross the road at will. Fascism is like communism, and dishonest into the bargain. The dictators suppress all art, literature, theater, music, news, that does not meet their requirements. Above us today hangs a danger, yet paralleled in history. We suppress the All right, we're going to title that Kamala Harris, DNC, Communism, Herd, Fascism, Speech. Okay, this is bad Magic Merlin, Laws and Lies. Hi, this is Adrian Tittman. This is the Aleister Crowley Room in the Book Club. We're doing 60-second snippets from the Book of the Law. Above us today hangs a danger, yet paralleled in history. We suppress the individual in more and more ways. We think in terms of the herd. War no longer kills soldiers.
You're lucky enough to be her friend. She calls you on her birthday.
If you're lucky to be her friend, she calls you on her birthday.
We believe in a system built up to... That sounds pretty boring. But what it means is that under Project... That sounds pretty boring. So, I know a champion... You're lucky enough to be her friend. She calls you on her birthday.
us today hangs a danger, yet paralleled in history. We suppress the individual in more and more ways. We think in terms of the herd. War no longer kills soldiers. It kills all indiscriminately. Every new measure of the most democratic and autocratic governments is communistic in essence. It is always restriction. We are all treated as imbecile children. Dora, the shop acts, the motoring laws, Sunday suffocation, the censorship. They won't trust us to cross the road at will. Fascism is like communism, and dishonest into the bargain. The dictators suppress all art, literature, theater. Above us today hangs a danger, yet paralleled in democracy daughters ferocious fascism, cackling communists, equally frauds, cavort crazily all over the globe. They are hemming us in. They are abortive births of the child, the new eon of Horus. Liberty stirs once more in the womb of time. Evolution makes its changes by anti-socialistic ways. The abnormal man who foresees the trend of the times and adapts circumstance intelligently is laughed at, persecuted, often destroyed by the herd. But he and his heirs, when the crisis comes, are survivors. Above us today hangs a danger, yet paralleled in history. We suppress the individual in more and more ways. We think in terms of the herd. War no longer kills soldiers. Besufica. Okay, this is the book club. I'm doing 60-second snippets. I hope you enjoy it. Fascism is like communism, dishonest into the bargain. The dictators suppress all art, literature, theater, music, news that does not meet their requirements. Yet the world only moves by the light of genius. The herd will be destroyed in mass. The establishment of the law of Thelema is the only way to preserve individual liberty and to assure the future of the human race. In the words of the famous paradox of the Comte de Phoenix, the absolute rule of the state shall be a function of the absolute liberty of each individual will. All men and women are invited to cooperate with the Master Therion in this great work. Fascism is like communism, dishonest into the bargain. The dictators suppress all art, literature, theater, music, news that does not meet their requirements. Yet the world only moves by the light of genius. The herd will be destroyed in mass. The establishment of the law of Thelema is the only way to preserve individual liberty and to assure the future of the human race. In the words of the famous paradox of the Comte de Phoenix, the absolute rule of the state shall be a function of the absolute liberty of each individual will. All men and women are invited to cooperate with the Master Therion in this great work. Fascism is like communism, dishonest into the bargain. The dictators suppress all art, literature, theater, music, news that does not meet their requirements. Yet the world only moves by the light of genius. The herd will be destroyed in mass. The establishment of the law of Thelema is the only way to preserve individual liberty and to assure the future of the human race. In the words of the famous paradox of the Comte de Phoenix, the absolute rule of the state shall be a function of the absolute liberty of each individual will. All men and women are invited to cooperate with the Master Therion in this great work. Fascism is like communism, dishonest into the bargain. The dictators suppress all art, literature, theater, music, news that does not meet their requirements. Yet the world only moves by the
Economy, growing public schools, and well-funded, well-staffed first responders. These investments.
You know, I confronted Kim Jong-un.
the light.
You know, I confronted.
See, I told you you like it out here.
No, I like it out here. You feel me? It's calm. You feel me? It's a little. Bears are a very unique animal. We have this idea of what a bear is. Yes. Teddy bears and Yogi and fucking Coca-Cola commercials. Now this is where it gets really fucked up. And, they're cannibals. 100% of them are cannibals. Yeah. One of the bears kill and start consuming a cub. Oh, yeah. The female scared the bear off and then ate her own kid.
Yeah. I mean, he's watched them rip cubs and rip them in half and eat them and spit them out. Like,
Yeah.
And once you've seen that, you're no matter how many bear cartoons we show, no matter how many times a bear has suspenders on and is talking to us, it doesn't change. No matter how many times we name a bear, it doesn't change the bareness of the animal. It doesn't change its prime.
It's a different animal. It's a different kind of animal. Bears are very.
See, I told you you like it out here.
No, I like it out here. You feel me? It's calm. You feel me? It's a little quiet. I mean, y'all got no delis off me when I want to chop cheese, where I'm supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. I mean, it's cool.
Wait, who did you looking for?
Oh, you don't understand. We call them the ops. You feel me? But in your world, you call them the frenemies. You feel me? But now we good. Come on, let's get out of here. Yo, bro, I don't care how he give me my money. I could get Cash App or he could give me in the hand. I need it ASAP. Hey, look, let me tell you. Hold on, bro. What it is? This not no blunt. I only smoke blunts, bro. I don't do this, bro. Yo, bro, she's giving me a metal blunt, bro. Right, that's what I'm doing. She's trying to kill me, bro. What type of time she on? Listen, honey bun. We don't do only top dog, big guys, all right? Damn. Oh, bro, nah, I gotta get out of here, bro. She's trying to kill me, bro.
See, I told you you like it out here.
No, I like it out here. You feel me? It's Hey, you feel me? It's crazy now. You think I'm a fucking nigga? You know?
Fascism is like communism, dishonest into the bargain. The dictators suppress all art, literature, theater, music, news that does not meet their requirements. Yet the world only moves by the light of genius. The herd will be destroyed in mass. The establishment of the law of Thelema is the only way to preserve individual liberty and to assure the future of the human race. In the words of the famous paradox of the Comte de Phoenix, the absolute rule of the state shall be a function of the absolute liberty of each individual will. All men and women are invited to cooperate with the Master Therion in this great work.
Who is the most powerful person in America? Oh, I don't think anybody would probably know their name. Yeah, they're sort of behind the scenes, but certainly people on this committee, like Admiral Wilson. Who is the most...
From the pain, taking my message from... Hey, you can't park.
This book was dictated in Cairo between noon and 1 p.m. on 3 successive days, April 8th, 9th, and 10th, in the year 1904. The author called himself Iwas and claimed to be the minister of Hor Par Krat. That is a messenger from the forces ruling this earth at present, as will be explained later on. How could he prove that he was in fact a being of a kind superior to any of the human race, and so entitled to speak with authority? Evidently he must show knowledge and power such as no man has ever been known to possess. He showed his knowledge chiefly by the use of cipher and cryptogram in certain passages to set forth recondite facts, including some events which had yet to take place, such that no human being could possibly be aware of them. Thus, the proof of his claim exists in the manuscript itself. It is independent of any human witness. This book was dictated in Cairo between noon and 1 p.m. on 3/6.
Take a look at her chest. There's no space between her front legs. Yes, there's none. It's like her legs come right out of her neck. You can also see that Honey's tail goes straight, like perfectly straight. And at the bottom, it looks like it's been dipped in black ink. And that's kind of a sign that you've got a wolf. And also you can see right there, that black spot, it's a caudal mark and it's a scent gland. And, you know, a lot of dogs will display these too, but they're really common in wolves. Also noticed Honey's face, and she's got a triangular shaped face and a big long nose. And you look at those golden eyes. Yes, you're a beautiful girl. Okay, now if you look at Bob, he's got a nice rounded face. Yes, and you got a nice short nose, big brown eyes, and lots of space between his legs, and a giant chest. You can also see that cute little curling tail. Take a look at her chest. There's no space between her front leg.
This book was dictated in Cairo between noon and 1 p.m. on 3 successive days, April 8th, 9th, and 10th, in the year 1904. The author called himself Iwas and claimed to be the minister of Hor Par Krat. That is a messenger from the forces ruling this earth at present, as will be explained later on. How could he prove that he was in fact a being of a kind superior to any of the human race, and so entitled to speak with authority? Evidently he must show knowledge and power such as no man has ever been known to possess. He showed his knowledge chiefly by the use of cipher and cryptogram in certain passages to set forth recondite facts, including some events which had yet to take place, such that no human being could possibly be aware of them. Thus, the proof of his claim. This book was dictated in Cairo.
look at her chin. We read it. We read it. And what?
You have a shadow, and it's flat. It's two-dimensional. What was it like being the most powerful man in the world? And Mr. Carter said, I don't think I was that person. And they said, why? He said, there were things that as president I wasn't allowed to know about. And someone kind of giggling, oh, you mean UFOs? And he said, yes, that and more. What was...
Listen to me. I'm sorry.
Sometimes men look at women and they say, oh, this.
If you don't exercise, you're going to die sooner.
If you don't exercise, you're gonna die sooner. It's...
If you don't exercise, you're going to die sooner. For every hour you exercise, you will live 3 hours.
It's a 1 to 3.
Hours longer.
These are 3 things that you...
Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey. This book was dictated in Cairo between noon and 1 p.m. on 3 successive days, April 8th, 9th, and 10th, in the year 1904. The author called himself Iwas.
Obama's first campaign. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, it'll get them fired up. There's no question about it. But again, you know, when Kamala starts talking about all these things she's going to do, well, on day one, you've had 3.5 years. You've had 3.5 years to fix the border. Let's take the immigration bill off the table, because that wasn't on the table for 3.5 years. You come in, you dismantled everything that kept the border halfway secure. You went ahead with encouraging lockdowns, which shut the economy down more, which required us to pump more money into the economy. The feds had to fire up the printing presses, which produced more inflation. I hear this stuff now.
Wait a second, Steve. You don't have to even mute up, but I have a question, right? So,
Okay.
Which president out of the last two incurred more deficit out of the last two? I think that was Donald Trump, correct?
This thing called the pandemic? You ever heard of the pandemic?
Yeah, I'm sure what the reason is. He put more deficit on this country than anybody else. But Steve, and let me just say
mean that
hold on.
you don't
Hold
give
on
a
a
shit.
second. Hold on, I don't care, because Biden inherited part of the pandemic also. But and for those who don't know, Steve's an independent. He's not a Republican or a Democrat. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. Trump and Biden, both of them, not just one or the other, both of them handled the pandemic poorly. They pumped money into the economy and money we didn't have, both of them, which led to the inflation. I hear people say right now, well, inflation's only 3.5%. Okay, go to the grocery store and tell the guy that you're buying the steak off of, I want to back that 19% out that's been added to the cost of everything for the last 3.5 years. They'll laugh at you. Yeah, it's only 3.5%.
But Steve, I thought it dropped under 3%. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but you can't back out the numbers that's already been on there. That'd be like saying, I'm going to increase the cost of your car from $20,000, $30,000, and then later on say, oh, I'm just going to increase it $2,000 more. Well, okay, it still went up 12,000. You can't back out the 10. So we're still living with the effects that this money and lockdown policy had on the economy. And you can't back that out. I don't care if it goes to zero. That number that's already in there from where the Fed started printing money doesn't go away. We're still living with it. So, I don't know. We're in the shape right now with the deficit and the debt heading towards a wall. And if we don't do something to address it, and we just can't keep spending money like drunken sailors out on the weekend, we're going to hit a wall, and no one's addressing this point.
But we've always had inflation, right? I mean, like a comic book used to cost $1 in the 90s when I was a kid. Okay, so $2.50, right? And during our grandparents' time, a sandwich cost 15 cents, right? So I agree with you. We're not going to be able to get back to, a pound of beef costing $4 or $5, whatever it was in 2012. But we're also not going to get back to the prices that were prevalent in 1912. We've always had inflation. I don't know why.
Yeah. Could I tell you something?
One second, if I may, right? You're correct.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're not going to be able to turn back the dial on prices. It's called the ratchet effect, right? But I don't see why why we should now be, why Biden should be held to account any more than every other president who's presided over rising prices.
Well, there's two things that Biden did that exacerbated this. Number one, just like Trump, he pumped money into the economy because they wanted to shut down the economy. They wanted people not to go to work. They didn't want people to do certain things. I think it was Sweden that took the exact opposite approach, that said, no, we're not shutting down our economy. We're not doing lockdowns. We're not doing all this kind of stuff. And their immortality rate was not much higher than any of the other G20 countries in the world. So there was, but here's the big thing. Ask Greece and ask Argentina. If you don't control debt, you don't get a handle on debt, where that road leads. Greece and Argentina, look what happened to them. and we're headed right for the same thing.
Well, hold on a second. Let me jump in. Thank you, Steve. Our economy, you can't compare our economy to Greece or Argentina. I'm sorry, you just can't. We are the most powerful economy on the planet. That's just my opinion. But, you know, we talk about budgets. I'm going to say hello to Ashley and then Adrian. Ashley travels the world on like $50 and a pack of Juicy food. So she figured it out. What's up, Ashley?
Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing? Wait. Where in the world are you today?
Now, Jay, you know I have stalkers, but I'm on the continent of, well, I'll say I'm in Mexico. I'll leave it at that. But you know, I have
fair, yes.
Show up.
It's so crazy. How you doing?
Yeah.
Did you watch the convention last night?
I didn't. I'm waiting on the highlight. I've been really busy with work stuff, but I, have been listening to, the talk of COVID, and as you know, I started traveling full time in 2020, and I just had my 4-year anniversary of full time travel, and I still have yet to test positive for COVID. Where I'm from Orange County, California, that was supposed to be shut down but didn't shut down during the pandemic, and I have friends who had COVID 2-3 times, and there was a lot of there's just a lot of drama in Orange County around small businesses not wanting to close. And California was a mess during the pandemic. And I think that what people don't realize about traveling, and I'm just coming into the room, so I don't want to get too far off topic, but I found I was safer on the road because a lot of hotels were empty, especially 2020, 2021. If you were in Asia, if you were in Europe to a point, depending on where you were in Europe, nobody was traveling. Planes were empty. Hotels were empty. When I was in Thailand, there was one point where I was the only person staying at my hotel that had like 600 rooms, 3 pools, multiple restaurants. I mean, it was insane, but I was a lot more safe there than I would have been at quote-unquote home. So I think there's just a lot of misinformation.
Well, thank you, Ashley. And I'll say this, and I said this before, and, I don't know. I mean, who could have handled COVID better? Not that Trump did a great job or Biden did a great job. It's an unexpected pandemic. What could they have done differently? I have no idea. But let me say good morning to Adrian. Good morning, Adrian.
Hey, good morning. Loving the room. I watched it last night. I clipped it. I created all kinds of amazing videos, especially that Project 2025 redhead who was screaming, Oh, man. He kicked me real quick. He thought it was somebody else. Okay, this is Democrats Communism. This is Adrian. We're going to take a deep dive into what a Democrat is and what a communist is. And I think we're going to find out that they're one and the same. Or essentially, a communist is a Democrat and a Democrat is a communist. So I'm calling it Democrat Communist. That's the way I'm looking at it now. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome back to Democrats Communism. Oh, I just read about you, actually. You want to hear what it says? You left too soon. But I got to the part in the book where it talks about the Phoenix. Listen to what it says. I was kind of surprised. Yeah, okay, it says, In the words of the famous paradox of the Comte de Finex, the absolute rule of the state shall be a function of the absolute liberty of each individual will. So the Comte de Phoenix, which is the Phoenix Count, or the Count of the Phoenix. So that's you. Congratulations, Comte de Phoenix.
Yeah, I mentioned. Huh?
Huh?
Oh no, I'm talking with my coworker.
Oh.
Yeah, please continue, brother.
The Comte de Phoenix wants us to continue. But alas, I have drinking too much, and I must relieve myself. So I'll be back. I'll play you something on another phone, but I'm going to go to the bathroom. So just give me a few minutes here.
Okay. Hope you all have chill time.
You know, in America, we call it taking the Cosby kids to the beach.
In our culture, we say, I have to, you know, when you have a bus,
Mm-hmm.
the big car,
Mm-hmm.
the bus, when you stop and you have to make the passengers leave.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. That's what we call a Native American flute.
you're lifting passengers.
You've dedicated your life to building a future you can enjoy during retirement.
Phoenix Capital! Everything's a Phoenix!
Phoenix Capital Group's bonds with 9 to 13% annual yield stand ready to empower your financial independence. Learn more about investing with Phoenix Capital Group.
Care instructions for my Gatsby, my gazpacho, Mr. Henry Chicken.
Rover, loving pet care, that's cool.
Like Bobby
so if morality comes from God, right, and legal justifications come from your morality, then you making that absolute distinction between the two, to me, doesn't make any sense. Like that, the whole thing you said then, to me, I do not accept actual Oriental Christians to agree with you. I think it's much more secular and modern view of Christianity that you have. To act like secular perspectives of legality can just put aside their own perspectives, and Christians need to just hold into their spirituality. And if you lived in a majority Christian society, those two wouldn't naturally end up merging together. Look at Roe versus Wade. Do you think that was a general secular perspective that just kind of came into fruition? Or do you think because the people that dominated that type of region within America were the ones pushing that due to biblical values?
That doesn't have anything to do with unaliving someone that's homosexual.
Yeah, you're going in a very different direction. But
Bro, I can tell that you're 25. I'm just going to say that.
Well, I think, hang on, Michael, You say something if you'd like to say anything.
So it's interesting.
Pick your poison.
So there are a few things that Bobby has said that has led me to believe that that he and I could and Bobby, for full, like, I'm an atheist. I think, all this stuff is just made up. I think
right
that
there.
for some of the things that Bobby said, I think he and I could be neighbors, and we wouldn't, I don't think we'd have any conflict at all. I'd probably invite him over for a barbecue.
Yeah, you'd be the barbecue.
I just wouldn't serve pork out of respect. But it's like, I think that I will say now, to give my full perspective, as I've said before on this stage and in other places many times, it is my firm belief that in its most radicalized form, Islam is the most existential threat to society that exists, because nobody does extreme like extremists. But you could easily say the same thing in periods of time about Christianity. But I think that, I don't necessarily think that you guys are as far away, like kind of standing on the outside. I did miss some of the conversation because it's my first day back and people are expecting me to do work, and it's very frustrating, and I don't think it's fair. I don't think you guys are necessarily as far away in some ways as it seems to be. Like some of the things that Bobby said early on, like if you have a place that's a majority X and they should do majority Y. That's kind of the way things go, right? Like the reason why Roe v. Wade was overturned in the U.S. is because there was a Republican won election. He was able to put people in place that wanted what the majority wanted to do, and that's how it happened. And if the reverse were to have happened, then you would have seen the reverse happen. I don't see any controversy in what Bobby said in that in any way, shape, or form. I do think that it is problematic when any group of people that becomes a majority wants to subjugate people who don't want anything to do with that. It's like that's one of the reasons why I would never be an American, because I think America is probably closer to becoming like an actual Christian nation, and I don't want anything to do with that. And so I don't know. I'm not sure if that was helpful, but anyway, that's kind of my 2 cents.
It was. Hang on, Courtney, you're still going to have the last word. I know CEO has something to say, but I'd say, Michael, first of all, thank you. You do us a great honor when you say you don't want to be an American, because you give us the entire continent. So thank you for that esteemed honor. And also, Michael, there's a big difference, right, between, because it sounds reasonable. I would agree with Bobby on paper that, when the majority has rule, the majority should do what the majority wants. But then there's a big but. So it's like if you're in typically like classical like 50, 30, 20 years ago.
Like when I met her mama, I was like, damn.
I mean this without any disrespect. I think all you Puerto Ricans need to go back to Mexico.
Shut up, Taco Bell American. Okay, Charlie, I'll be here.
Yo, send them motherfuckers back to Mexico, man. Real talk.
Okay, Charlie.
Damn, Charlie eats beaners. That's crazy.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like sometimes when you're white